All right, so let's go ahead and start this over again. So now, where's the bearish breaker at?
This candle here.
Okay. And why did ICT choose this candle right there? I'm zooming all the way in, so when you watch the replay, you'll be able to really see this and all the other people. So,
Okay.
okay, so why did he choose that candle versus the black candle to the right? It's a longer wick.
Yeah.
It's a longer wick. So, and you got a
Because
candle. Then you got a candle to the left that's a longer wick as well. So why did ICT choose that candle as the bearish breaker?
it has a great body. The body is no. It's a low down. It's a down close candle. The lowest down close candle.
Boom. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. That's exactly why. That's what the breaker is. And so every
Okay.
time you see this pattern, like I said, you'll be able to see this on a replay. But when you have every time you see this, I literally just seen this on Bitcoin, even on a lower time frame. That's why I love this stuff. It literally forces people to think, and that's why I say only the real ones gonna make it, or
Yeah.
only the smart people gonna make it, if you ask me. But it's like you got the low V. See how you got the V?
Yes.
You got a V,
Yes.
but you got a higher right arm on the V than the left arm. So, but it's a V nonetheless. That's how ICT drew it on another video that I have called Breakers. Another playlist I could send you called Bearish Breakers. I think I only sent you the order block list, but the Bearish Breaker list I got is all his best videos and other students like myself who teach on breakers. Like you may find this to be valuable. Like if you search for ICT breaker and you see like somebody else teaching about ICT breaker, like you may
Yeah.
want to watch the video just to see. Because I be honest with you, I've learned a lot of ICT stuff from him, but I learned a lot of the ins and outs like from other people teaching his stuff. Not saying that he can't teach it because he's the best. Obviously, he created it, but just kind of seeing it, just hearing it from somebody else and somebody else's voice, somebody that don't look like him trying to break down the breaker, it kind of helped me learn it more. But that's the bearish breaker right there. Yeah, that's the reason why it's like that, because it's the lowest down close candle. And so you see price came right back up into what? When price retraced up. So what would you have been a seller at based on this pattern? What would you
This
have gotten in at, and what would you have gotten out at based on this pattern?
gotten in here.
Yeah. So based on okay. So you see the bear. So show me the candle that formed where you would have seen that this was a bearish breaker. Because
Oh,
remember,
this can.
yeah, exactly. So once you seen that, what would you have done? What would you have done after that? Once you seen that, this is a 4 hour chart. So you got that big bearish candle right there. And now that solidified that we got a breaker. So now what
Yeah.
in your mind, what should you be thinking? You should be thinking what?
I wait for the market to retrace back to the breaker.
Exactly. So you will mark up that breaker. And so
Yeah.
what would you be a buyer at? Because remember, you got the low, you got consequent encroachment, and then you got the high of that breaker. Actually, I don't. That's why I like study. Actually, I'm about to take a screenshot of this real quick. Hold on.
I have a question.
Yeah,
This is a bearish order. Yeah, a bearish order block here.
it is a
Because
bearish order block. But what's the highest time frame order block on here?
one day.
Where's the real? That is an order block because every up close candle in a downtrend is an order block. But where's the real order block at?
Okay. Okay.
Where's the
The
real one
day.
at? I
The
mean,
daily.
where's the on this time frame? Where's the real order block at? Like that is an order block, but where's the one the algorithm really gonna be looking at?
Hmm. This one. Yes. This.
Exactly. Now listen, with these order blocks on the lower time frames, you always have to. It is the highest up close candle, but listen, man, and make sure you slow this down when you re-listen to this. It's gonna save you a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
You always have to look at the last two up close candles. I'm gonna say that again. You always have to look at the last two up close candles or the last two down close candles. If you don't believe me, I can prove it to you. If we go back to DXY that we did on the first call or second call, one of them. Remember, price didn't see. Hold on, let me show you something. Keep this video up and go back to DXY. Go back to the chart. I just want to show you that I'm not just saying this, okay? Because it is the last up close candle. It is the last down close candle. But a lot of times, especially on the lower time frames, price is going to respect the last two up close candles. It's going to respect that. that last up, the second to last up close candle zone. So let me ask you this before you go to the DXY.
Yeah.
Where's the second to last up close candle zone at? So where's the bullish, where's the bearish order block at? You just pointed to it. Where is it?
This
Okay.
this
Now I just told you that price usually on a lower time frame, since this is a 4 hour, price usually gonna respect the last uh the last candle before the last up close candle. It's gonna respect the zone, the bearish order block zone of that candle. So where's that zone at?
this one.
Nah, where's the second to last up close candle? Where's the last up close candle at? Point to it.
This. Okay,
Okay.
it's
Now
going
where?
for
Hold on.
this.
Point to the last up close candle. Okay.
Yeah.
Now where's the second to last up close candle? The candle right before that. Where's that one at?
This one.
Boom. Now mark up the zone. Where's the zone at? Stretch it out.
Here to here.
Stretch it out. Draw imaginary line.
Okay. Like this. I
Boom.
don't know.
Now hold on. Now when you draw that line out, when you drew that line out, did price come up into that zone of that second to last up close candle or not?
Yeah, it did. It
You
did.
see what I'm saying? It hit it, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to tell you that was a
Okay.
confluence right there. But what I'm trying to tell you is not just the last up close candle. And when you see, especially, I already know the game. So when I see two candles like this, I'm not just going to mark up the last up close candle and think price is going to come up there. I'm always going to mark up the candle before that. Well,
Okay.
and let me show you so I can prove it to you. Go back to leave this up and go back to your trading view and pull up that DXY chart that we marked up. I'm about to show you something. Like ICT said, he said, I could tell you how this works till you blue in the face, but you got to see it for yourself that this stuff works. Go back to the chart that we created, not the, I don't know, which one is this? Is this the one that we created?
No.
Yeah, go back to the one that we created. You should have it. You should already have it in your playlist. Go ahead and click on that box up there above the time clock. Click on that box up there above the time clock. The time
Yeah.
clock with the number one on it.
Number one.
It's a red circle, number one time clock. It's a time clock you see the time clock to the right hand side?
This.
The time clock right there on the right hand side, right under publish. Right under publish. You got to click on the box right there, right there. And then go down to
Oh,
DXY and then go down to the DXY chart that we created. And then you'll,
this one.
go up. Where's the DXY chart that me and you created? Scroll up.
It
No,
should
no, not
be.
that one. Not that one at all. The box above that. Yeah, scroll up. You should have saved it. Scroll up somewhere. It's somewhere. Let's see. It's not that one. It's not. Keep going down. I thought you have saved the. I guess you didn't save it.
I saved it.
So which? No, go.
Oh,
It may be that one right there.
yes.
Yeah, I think it's this chart right there. I think no. No, that's G. That's G. That's is that DXY? Yeah, go to the 12. Go to the 12-month chart on ISIS. Yeah, is that the one we marked up or what?
I think
Yeah,
this.
you got to zoom out so I can see. You got because you're on the daily chart. Go to like the 12-month chart or something, and I can see if that's the one that we was working on last time, the first video. Yeah, just zoom out so I can see. Like, is that your chart? Or is that the one we was working on?
It's not responding. It's still loading.
Okay, well, just go back to the last ICT video again so we can finish answering your questions. I just wanted to show you on a DXY chart. Actually, go back to your chart. Go back to the one that you created. I'll show you something. Go back to the one you did.
Okay.
Go back to the DXY chart. Yeah, now zoom out and go to the 12-month chart and turn off the annotations. Yeah, turn off the annotations and go to the 12-month chart. Yeah, so and turn off the annotations and zoom out. Okay, so here's a perfect example. Now, where's the bearish order block at? I just want to show you that you just can't say it's the last down close candle. That's why ICT get mad when people say shit like that. Like it is the last down close candle, but it's you. What I'm trying to tell you is that you have to look at the last two down close candles or the last two up close candles and mark up that last up close, the second to last up close candle zone, or the second last up close candle, down close candle zone. So okay, so where's the order block at? Where's the bear? Where's the bullish order block?
Bullish.
Yeah, where is it?
Bullish.
Where's the
Bullish.
bullish order block on this 12-month chart?
Yeah. This.
Okay, now mark up the zone. With my imaginary, draw imaginary zone. No, just draw imaginary zone with your cursor. So where would the imaginary zone be? Since that's the last down. Okay, so now hold on. Now listen now. Now remember, right? The order block is the last down close candle. That's what people. That's what kind of shit people think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so price didn't come down there, right?
It didn't come down.
Okay, then. So where did price come down to? Remember, we mark up it is the last down close candle, but we have to be mindful of the candle before that. So where's the candle before that?
This.
Okay, so where's the zone at? Where's the order block zone of that candle? Okay,
Yeah.
so draw the imaginary zone.
The open be here.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right there, it did it again. So this is the 12-month chart, and you can go back to the ICT chart and you'll see it did it again on the ICT video that we just got through watching. So what I'm trying to tell you is some real shit right here. What I'm trying to tell you is you just can't bet on it to go to the last up close candle. Like that's the challenge with this stuff. Like it will go up to the last down close candle, but a lot of times you just have to look at it and know. Like sometimes I'll see like, okay, I'll be like, you know what, it's not gonna come down to the last close candle. It's probably gonna come down to the one before that. And so
Yeah.
right here it shows you. So go back to the ICT video and then let me answer the rest of your question. So you see that if we look at this video with this breaker right here, so you see you got a confluence right there. You got a bearish order block. Now remember this is one consecutive order block. Those last three up close candles, you see that? That's
Yeah.
one order block in itself. That's how ICT teach it. It's not just the last down close candle because see, this is a 4-hour chart, right?
There is a 4-hour chart.
Yeah, but at 4, 8, 12, but if we went to the 12-month chart, I'm sorry, the 12-hour chart, then those last three up close candles, hold on, 4, 8, no, yeah, we went to the 4, 8, 16. Yeah, I'm tripping. So if we went to the 16-hour chart, then you see those last three up close candles would be one candle, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it would be all one candle, and still price would still would have came right up into what? That same zone of that third candle down there. Draw imaginary line on that third candle. That zone on the third candle.
The down close candle.
Yeah, on the third one. Yeah, right there. Just draw imaginary line to the right. All the way to the right where price came. Yeah, boom. So we got a bearish breaker and we got a bearish order block. That's a confluence. So that's kind of like a little target. That's kind of, it's like price nudging you like, hey, this is where I'm coming to. So what other questions did you have about this video?
Okay.
Because it was 3 hours long. Yeah.
This candle. This he was explaining something about this bearish candle. So this one. This bearish candle before this high, this equal highs were taken.
So replay the video because I don't know what you're talking about exactly.
That gives you a little bit of prognostication. Looking to make your first video? You don't need a big budget or fancy editing. So these bullish ICT order blocks or down candles prior to up moves should do what? Should they hold or should they fail? They should fail because the higher time frame daily is going to have a lot more effect on, and we're going to talk about this in the
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, that's simple. What he's saying is this is a 4-hour chart, right?
Yeah, it's a 4-hour
So
chart.
what he's saying is those order blocks should fail because if you go to the daily time frame, the order block is not going to be right there. It may be somewhere else. So all he's saying is that price will respect. That's what I was trying to tell you in the last video when we was marking up the 1-hour order block versus the 4-hour order block and the daily order block. Like price gonna respect it, but it's only gonna respect it for like it's gonna like for instance, what he's saying is that the higher time frame order block is gonna supersede all the rest of them. So this is a 4-hour order block, bullish order block, but price is gonna respect you have to find the ones on the daily. That's why like if I see like I'm gonna mark up the order block on the 4-hour chart. Like I seen this happen with US 30 this week because I've traded US 30, but it literally blew right through the 4-hour order block and respected what the daily one. So it's not saying that it's not saying that the 4-hour order blocks don't work. All ICT saying is you need to mark up the 4-hour order blocks along with the daily. Sometimes I do that. I'll be like, okay, well, here's the 4-hour opening price, and price will show you itself that it's going to do exactly what he's talking about. And so I think that's what he meant by that. All he's saying is that you just have to mark you have to go to the the way I do it is I just keep going up to the higher time frame until I can't see price anymore. It's just like in the last video I showed you. I was like, you got to keep going up to the higher time frame until it don't even make sense anymore. You can't even draw an order block. That's why I like it, but you have the free account, so it's a little strange because maybe price would have disappeared on a 16-hour chart, but the only time frame you have to go off of on a free account is a daily from the 4-hour. You missing the 8-hour chart, which is very important. You missing the 16-hour chart, which is very important. But you still can get it done on the daily. So that's all I think he's talking about is, like he just said. He said, "Do you expect it to fail or succeed?" And he said, "You should expect it to fail because the higher time frame order block holds more weight." That's what he just said. So that's all he's saying is that it's going to respect that 4-hour order block. But if you don't see a clear order block like on a higher time frame and price just disappears, then it's probably going to respect that 4-hour one. Is what he's saying. That's kind of what I'm getting from it.
Let me play this one.
Liquidity resting above that. By itself, that's enough. But what's wonderful is keep going over here. Bingo. Void. You can use the low of this candle or the low of this one. It doesn't make a difference. It's both above, or they are both rather, above this high, which is another reason why this is going to be expectation for the price to move and start surging higher. Okay. Price does, in fact, run through it. Continues making a higher high and trades up into a level. All this right here was that bearish daily ICT order block. In other words, we expected selling up in here. Okay, let's go back in the beginning of the video where before I started talking about all kinds of other stuff, we had all this mapped out for 99.50 to 99.20 level. Remember that? That's what all this is in here. Okay, and then we further marked up this ICT breaker. Watch what happens.
So what are we looking for here?
Say you were fortunate enough to catch the sell in here based on this
He was trying, I don't know how, I've forgotten the exact time. This particular bearish candle, this one.
It's a bullish order block.
Oh. Okay. It's okay.
I'm trying to see where you confused that because all he said was that would you expect that to work or you expect it to fail?
It's clear now. It's clear.
I mean, he probably saying something more than what I'm explaining, but all I'm saying is the higher time frame order blocks.
Yeah.
You don't want to mark up every single order block like on a 1-hour chart and a 4-hour chart. You have to keep going up to higher time frames. Like the last video was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect illustration of higher time frames because I had you mark up the 1-hour, the 4-hour, and the daily. You saw for yourself. If I stop there.
You makes a move lower. We marked off our breaker, and this is where price would reach to. Not here. Could it have? Sure, it could have, but it didn't. It didn't have to because the buy orders that we used to run the stops on this old high. That's the reason why. Now, by itself, right there, that argument right there, this one presentation just kicks supply and demand right in the nuts. You can.
ICT.
Okay, it's understood.
It's my dude right there. So yeah. So what other question do you have besides that one as far as the videos you was watching?
Let me see.
If you don't have any questions, then we need to backtrack and retrace the the stuff we was talking about last time. If you don't have any questions, we got to go back over the breakers and bullish order blocks and have you break it down. Need to see you break down the break down the chart from like the higher time frame.
Okay.
So you say you trade GJ?
GU.
Oh, GU. Okay, so yeah, I wonder where that chart is that we.
I don't
Because
know.
remember, I
Maybe
was
this.
predicting price. Remember, I was predicting price action. Well,
Yeah.
predict.
I
I
don't know.
mean, so turn on the annotations because we. I'll show you how to find it. I thought you added it to the.
This is it, but I don't know why it's not opening. This should be it. This one.
Oh,
This
okay. I
video.
see.
But it's
All right.
not
Well,
showing.
let's go to GU. Type in GPB USD. I want to make sure, and we on the right time frame. Now you put on compare. Just click on DXY. Just type in GPB USD. I just want to make sure. Just type where it says DXY. Just type it. Just click on it where it says DXY. Then type it. Yeah, click. No. Exit out of there. Click on there. Yeah, and then type in GPB USD. Go to Saxo. Saxo has a lot of data. Usually they have the most data. Go down to Saxo. Yeah, right there. Um, that don't look like it has that much. I'm trying to find the broker with the most data. So where's the most? Where does it stop at? 2002. Hold on, go back. So
Yes.
what is this? Where does it stop
2000,
at? Where's the last bar at? Okay, so last.
2010.
Okay, so let's remember that mental note. So January 2002. So go to FXCM. They have a lot of data too. So January '02 at the top, FXCM. They have a lot of data too. Boom.
Wow.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's why I'm trying to tell you that you need to choose the broker with the most data. Okay, so it's
This is
1971. Okay,
1971.
FXCM may be the winner. XFC may be the winner. So click on GPG USD again, and then click on ICE. ICE has a lot of data too. You'll learn this stuff once you start, because it only makes sense to choose a broker with the most data. Click on ICE. So we got 1971. Okay, so now we got a contender. I would
Yeah.
say if you ICE and FXCM gonna have a lot of data, but you probably should use FXCM because when you go down to like the 5 minute chart, it starts to look a little funny on ICE for
Okay.
some reason, but on FXCM it looks better. So go ahead and click on GPB USD FXCM. Turn off that goddamn volume bar down there. We don't need that shit because we got ICT teaching us. I mean, I think volume is cool, but yeah, we don't need all that. I mean, it's nice to have, but go ahead and click on turn off the exit out of that box. Okay, now go ahead and click on the number one up there under British pound. Click in the upper left hand corner. All you gotta do is click on that little box right there that says number one.
Number one.
Yeah, right up under the red and blue bar. It's a red box. Yeah, right there. And exit out of value. Yeah, exit out.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now we need to mark up the order blocks on the 12-month chart. So where's the
Okay.
where's the bearish order block at? Go ahead and mark all of them up.
Bearish order block.
Now just mark it up from the highest order block to the lowest. The order blocks. Bearish order block. Nah, mark it up from the highest one to the lowest one.
From the okay.
This is full top-down analysis. So just mark up the highest one to the lowest one.
Okay.
Nope, it's not the
Okay.
highest one. Where's the highest one at?
Yes. Which one again?
Where's the highest bearish order block at?
This one.
Nope.
Ah.
Where's the highest bearish order block at?
bearish or that black. Bearish or that.
Where's the high? What's the bearish order block? Last up close candle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where is it? Since 1971, where'd the first one start at?
1971.
Where's the first candle at?
This is the first candle.
So where's the bearish order block at?
It's going to be the open.
It's gonna be right there. Boom. So go ahead and mark it up. It's probably gonna be a straight line. So maybe you could just get a red line and just draw it out. To speed it up, yeah. So you could draw it all the way out and then label it bearish order block and label it and make the line red. Make it a solid line. Right. Now here's a perfect example of what I just told you about 30 minutes ago. What I tell you about the order blocks.
That is either going to respect the first or the previous candle before the
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, if you see right here, that's what price did. It respected the candle before that one. That's why I'm trying to tell you that on these higher time frames and these lower time frames, like it is a last up close candle, but we got to be mindful of that one right before that. So mark up the zone. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, this is like ICT teaches. Like every broker has different wick levels. So this is different. This is FXCM, right?
Yeah, this is FXCM.
On ICEs or on black bull. You see that wick? That wick probably did come up into that bearish order block. You see what I'm saying?
This week?
Yeah, it probably. I'm saying this is on this. Every broker has different wicks, so
okay.
That's what ICT teaches. Like all the brokers have different wicks. So what I'm trying to tell you is that on a different broker, maybe that wick did go up into the bearish order block because we see it failed right here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but if you mark up mean threshold of that second to lowest down close candle, then price stopped right at mean threshold. So you mark up, just put your cursor on mean threshold right there. So if you look, so you see what, look, that's crazy. It's literally stopped on a dime at the second to last up close candle's mean threshold. It's crazy, man.
That's true.
It's crazy. I mean, that's why the man has 857,000 subscribers. It's not, he don't have almost a fucking million subscribers for nothing. People are getting paid out here. People are getting clarity about this shit.
Yeah.
No indicators. And the man doing it for free. Crazy. Crazy that people not spending all their time on this. I mean, you know, I really spent a lot of time on this shit. I mean, I still watch his videos, but I mean, I mean, I don't even want to talk about the kind of sacrifices I made to really understand this stuff. But so what I'm saying is, you know, that the zone. So like I said, this is the only thing that kind of confused me while I still watch his videos, because I'm thinking to myself, like, how can I know? See, this is a question I'm asking myself. Okay, I understand the order block zone, right? I understand the mean threshold, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is, how do I know which? I'm thinking to myself, like, how do I know? Because it's still a guess. Like, I'm like, okay, is price gonna come up into the low? Is it gonna come up to mean threshold? Is it gonna come into the opening price, or is it gonna come up to mean threshold? So it has to be a way to know. But I think in most of his videos that I watch, it's like, I guess you don't have to know as long as you have the areas marked up and you have like your stop loss. Like I should know based on I should know that price. Like I would put the stop loss above the mean threshold. So yeah, man, I'm just trying to show you, like, so I just want to mark up, do a little top down analysis. Can you make that line straight up there? You got to hold down shift. I know you doing it on your laptop. If it's a problem, then just try to make it as straight as possible. Yeah. Yeah, just pull it down. Yeah. Okay. So just go ahead and mark up the next bearish order block. This is how you do the top down analysis. Exactly. But remember, price won't. Sometimes it'll. We gotta always look up those last two up close candles. Because look what price did. Price didn't come up there. It came up to what? The last up close candles zone. See that?
Yeah.
So look, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it. This is actually how I'm gonna start marking up the charts too. We on the last up close candle, let's go ahead and draw the zone like we just did. And every time we see that second to last down close candle, let's just go ahead and mark up the opening price with a red line to the left. I mean to the right. I think we should do it like that. Because I'm starting to see even just looking at this chart that price is respecting that. It may come up to that second to last down close candle. I mean the last up close candle, but so go ahead and put a straight line on that second to last up close candle and just draw it all the way to the right. Because that's where price reversed at. Okay. Now remember you gotta label these lines. So go ahead and mark up the so start with the one at the top because you got to label the stuff correctly. So the one at the top is going to be bearish order block 12-month opening price. Remember you got to put OP as opening price. Yeah, just put OP because they're letting you know that's the opening price. Because remember, when you see the word zone, that means that we got three areas that we're focusing on, but the opening price is just one area.
Yeah.
Okay, now go ahead and mark up that one right there. Just put bearish order block 12-month zone. Label it pink, yeah. You got to make it pink. You made it red. That's daily. The daily is red. Pink is the monthly. So even if it's a 12-month chart, we're going to use pink for every color until we get down to the weekly, which is going to be blue. This is if you just want to make it simple and use the colors that we already use. Just to make stuff simple. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then remember that second to last up close candle. Let's go ahead and mark up the zone of that. I'm sorry, the opening price. All you gotta do is clone that line and drag it down.
Okay.
And is that line red or is it pink?
It's
that line right there. It look like it's pink. Is it red?
It's pink. It's pink.
Yeah, we gotta make that red. Yeah. And then do the one at the top too, just so we have everything color coordinated. Yeah. And then just go ahead and clone that line and put it on the opening price. Actually, I'm actually gonna start marking up my order blocks like this because we already know if price pushes up past that opening price of the second to last down up close candle, then mean threshold is gonna be the next target. Now, what I need you to do is I need you to to make that line smaller, and I need you to put it right to where it passes the wick, or pull price all the way to where the line all the way to where price is now. So put it on opening price, and then go to the right of that line, and then drag it all the way to the left to where price is now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show you how to do GU top-down analysis. Now, like I said, this may take a little bit more time, but it's going to show you exactly where you are. You're not going to have any. When price start reversing, you can be like, oh, okay, I see why it's reversing up. It has to go up because it's coming up to this order block only to go back down. Like, it's going to make sense. But if you just go to the weekly chart or the 1 hour chart and start marking up, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but unless you're a scalper, that's cool. But if you're trying to catch the long-term moves, that's what the fuck I'm trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to catch some little scalp. Like, if I understand it, I'll be in a trade for 2 months if I have to. I may not hold it every single day because of the swap fees, but I'm going to get in there and catch, 2 big trades out the week, or catch, 1 or 2 trades, big trades for the week out of the month. Yeah. I may not hold it all the way because of swap fees and stuff, but what I'm saying is, if price has to come back to a bearish order block, it's going to take 2 months. Then my thing is, this is how you understand how it happens. So yeah, and then now look, go ahead and go back into the other opening price and pull price to all the way to what price is now.
This one?
Yeah, if you could do that for all the zones as well, just pull, not that one. That one is perfect. Go ahead and pull that zone to that one at the bottom and pull all of them. Pull all the ones. Yeah, exactly, to where price. Yeah, right there to where. Pull it back to where the 12-month opening price is. Yeah, right there. Boom. Now pull the zone over as well, and then pull the other 2 zones and make them all like the same length. Yeah. And make sure that's on the opening price correctly, because you don't have it on the opening price. You don't have that zone on the right zone. You have it way lower than where the zone is. Right there. You got to pull it all the way up to the wick. Look at what a wick is. You don't have that. You don't have the low on the wick. You only have it on the open correctly. Nope. You got to put it on the open. Now go ahead and put it on the wick. The bottom of that zone, you got to put it on the wick. Yeah, drag it up to the wick, because if you look at it, it's not on the wick properly. I'm sorry, it's not on the low properly. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, yeah, go ahead and drag that line over, and then you'll be good. You'll be calibrated. Yeah. Yeah, I just really love how this stuff forces people to think, man. Like, that's why only the real ones gonna make it, and only the smart people gonna make it. Because that's why ICT, I respect him, because he's smart, and he proved that he was by understanding this shit and sticking with it. He said it took him 6 years, but he was a hot shot. I'm doing ICT, like walking encyclopedias for real. But remember, he had got lucky for like the first 9 months. He only was buying price when it was going down or up. I forget which direction. And he was making money, getting lucky. And then, he had to really figure out how it works. So, okay, so now we need to, so you see the reason why I had you mark up, actually, I'm going to start marking these order blocks up. I'm glad we did this, because I'm actually about to start. Go ahead to go to the other order block, open the price and make it red, because it's still pink. The other line? Yeah, that one. Yeah. So I'm just trying to show you how to do the top-down analysis. Because it's going to get real complicated when you go down to the lower time frame. It's going to force you to think, Yeah. Like, that's why I watch ICT's videos, because it's like, in my mind, I understand how the mind works. Like, it doesn't forget anything. Like, we think we forget things, but the mind don't forget anything. So out of me watching all his videos and listening to all his audios, it's like he just come to life in my mind, and I'm able to see stuff that I just can't see sometimes, or I'll be like, or confused, and then all of a sudden I just see it clearly, and I'm like, wow, so yeah, so let's go ahead and so we marked up the zone, and then we marked up the second to last up close candles opening price. That's how I'm about to start marking up all my stuff, because I see now that it works. Now go ahead and mark up the most recent bearish order block, and then we're gonna mark up the bullish ones. So we start off with the order blocks, because remember, we still got to identify the breakers on the 12-month chart. We still got to identify the mitigation blocks. See, mitigation blocks is a whole other thing. See, breakers is one thing, mitigation blocks is something else. So, once we do this one more time or whatever, we're going to start talking about mitigation blocks. So that's powerful as
Breakers,
well.
breakers is different from mitigation block.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Like some of the stuff is similar, but you'll see you have to like see the mitigation blocks is definitely different. It's similar, but it's a different function. So go ahead and mark up the most recent bearish order block, and then we'll mark up the bullish ones. Actually, it's two bearish order blocks that you haven't marked up yet. Where are they? Where are the two most recent ones? Now, the bearish order blocks, there's two of them that you haven't marked up yet. The bearish ones.
Bearish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, make it pink. I don't know why that pink is looking like that. It's supposed to be like a light pink, where you can distinguish between red and pink. But yeah, but okay, cool. That font is a little bit too big, and then we got one more. We got one more order block. On the 10, yeah. All right, so now we got another bearish order block. So we got a long wick like that. So you could draw the zone on that again. Yeah, you could draw the zone on that again. And so when we go down to the lower time frame, we may have to adjust some of these bearish order blocks, but go ahead and mark up that order block right there. And maybe we could talk about mitigation blocks because it's important as well. Yeah. Actually, you could delete that one, man. Yeah, because we'll go down to like the 6-month chart. It's going to show us a better order block, so you could delete that one. But what I will do is, you see that long wick right there? You need to mark up consequent encroachment. We probably need to mark up 25% and then 50% of consequent encroachment of that long wick, the long bullish order block, the bullish wick. The bullish wick. I'm sorry, the bearish wick. Yeah, that wick right there, we need to mark that up. So put it on the wick itself. Yeah. When you see those long wicks, man, that's a dead giveaway. You got to mark it up with this ICT stuff because. My bad. I had to check the door real quick. Yeah, so we got to mark up the consequent encroachment. Yeah, and then let's find the 25%. No, in the top. You got to go to the top and do it. The top is the 25%. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just trying to see. This is a sentiment to help us to see if it's still bullish or bearish. Because if it goes past the 25%, then most likely it may want to come to the 50. So these could just be target areas. Yeah. So let's go ahead and find the 25% and then just put 0.25 consequent encroachment 12 month. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, zoom back out. All right, so I just had you mark up the bearish order blocks, just so you can see where we are. To be honest with you, you probably want to have multiple charts. So if you trade GU, in my opinion, you should have like 3 charts. Like you should have one chart where, because if you don't, you're gonna have all these lines on the chart. So I just had you mark up the bearish order block.
Yeah.
But right now, we really need to focus on where price is now. So go ahead and mark up the bullish order block. Yeah, go ahead and mark up that zone. Mark up the zone and then mark up mean threshold.
Bullish order block. Is there the recent bullish order block?
Yeah, yeah. Mark up mean threshold in the zone.
This because there's no recent bullish order block.
Yeah, let's go ahead and delete that most recent bullish order block zone. I just want you to mark it up, so go ahead and delete it. And just know you can identify it when price comes back up there. So go ahead and delete that bearish order block zone right there. Yeah, I just want you to identify it so you can have some practice. But it's like in a way, it's in a way a little bit. Yeah. But just know it's a bearish order block right there that you're gonna need to mark up when price comes back up. Now go ahead. I'm about to show you something. Go ahead and pull it all the way out to where price is now, to where the other order blocks are. Yeah, right there. One back. Go one back. Just mark it up perfectly right there. Now go ahead and label it green. I'm about to show you something. Go ahead and label it green. It's very important to mark up these zones correctly. I'm about to show you something. There was a newspaper article, and there was this photograph of a boardroom table, and my mom was the one who was sitting at the table. I think he always had bullish order block 12-month zone. Now, here's another thing that I do that you may want to incorporate. Listen, you can always put LDCC. You could put LDCC because that means lowest down close candle. Because if you don't, and then on the bearish order blocks, you could put HUCC, means highest up close candle. Because remember, I just showed you that price is going to stop at either the second to highest up close candle or the last up close candle, right?
Yeah.
So listen, if you don't label it this way, you don't have to label it this way, but to me, if you don't label it this way, you're going to have a lot of lines on the chart in the future. And so to really, you're going to have to visualize where price is. So if you don't put the fuck? Hold on real quick. Okay, yeah. So you can experiment with that. You know, lowest down close candle, lowest highest up close candle. So, but I think it helps you because you'll understand, like, is this the lowest down close candle or is this the second to lowest down close candle? Because remember, sometimes price will reverse off the second to lowest down close candle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So okay. So we got that now. Now. What do you see happening right there? When you mark up that zone, what do you see? I'm about to show you something. Zoom into that last down close candle. I mean, yeah. Zoom into where price is now in the last order block. Hold on. Put that green zone perfectly on the last down close candle. I'm about to show you something. Now drag the other circle down to the opening price. Yeah, all the way down to the opening price.
Oh.
Drag it all the way down to the opening price of that last down close candle. Where's the opening price at? Where's the opening price? That's the closing price. Where's the opening price?
Opening.
Where's the opening price of the last down close candle? Where did it open at?
Down close candle.
The last down close candle is the bullish order block, right? So yeah, put it on the high and the open. Yeah. Okay. So listen, man, this is important because you have to mark the zones up because the way to verify what price is going, if you see price break and retest, what I just say, if you see price break and retest a higher time frame, bearish or bullish order block zone, then that's confirmation that it wants to go lower. Where do you see a break and retest of this zone? I'm about to show you something. Where's the break and retest of this zone of the last down close candle, which is a bullish order block? Where is the break and then where's the retest for it to go lower? Where is it?
Yeah.
Where's the break at? What did it break at? Break. Where's the retest? Before it went lower. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dude. Listen, you have to look at these zones and you see it did it perfectly. It literally came right up to the opening price of reverse. That's why people are so crazy about this man's fucking ideas, because the shit is crazy. So now you had a little fake out right there, because to be honest with you, I would have went short right there. That looked like a clean retest right there, but what I'm trying to tell you is that price will break and retest these zones. So every time you see, what I'm trying to tell you is every time you see price break a zone, the bullish order block like that with a big red candle, if it wants to go lower, it has to come back and retest the zone itself. It has to come back and retest the zone itself before it goes lower.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, we have a bearish breaker right here. Where's the bearish breaker at?
Bearish breaker.
Hold on. This is the 12-month chart, so we probably need to go down to a lower time frame. So zoom out because I think we're about to go down to the 6 month. I just want to show you about that break and retest stuff. It's real serious. Zoom all the way out.
Yeah.
All right, so
Go to the 6 month.
all right, so let's go down to the 6 month chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So now, where's the bearish breaker at? Where's the most recent bearish breaker you can see? The most clearest bearish breaker. You can turn off the annotations if you need to. Click on the little eyeball to the left. Yes, a lot of times, what I do is I click on the eyeball, and then I'll look at price itself, and then it'll give me a clear reason what's going on. Then I'll turn back on the annotations. So where's the bearish breaker? Where's the most recent clear bearish breaker at?
It will be this month.
Nope. That's more of like a bullish breaker. That's not a bullish breaker, but where's the bearish breaker? Where's the bearish breaker at?
Bearish breaker.
Remember the V? Remember you got the bearish breaker is always the left arm is the right arm is always going to be a lot longer than the left arm. So where's the V
Yes.
at? Now turn on the line chart. Turn on the line chart. Maybe to help you see it better. Turn on the line chart. Yeah, turn on the line chart. Boom. Where's the V at? Where's the right arm is always going to be longer than the left arm. So there's the bearish breaker. Boom. Go ahead and mark it up, and you'll see it's a confluence. Mark it up. See, this is how we do this shit. We got a bearish breaker that's lined up with a what? Nah. Go ahead and turn back on the candles. Turn back on the candles. Yeah, turn back on the candles. Now listen, we got a bearish breaker lining up with a what?
With the other block, bearish order block. 12 more.
Exactly. Opening price. This is a confluence. So go ahead and so now remember to mark up the bearish order block. Remember, you can use a red shaded box. You can mark it up the way ICT did it, because ICT, he marked up the low end to the body. But most of his videos, he mark up the whole block. But it's however you want to do it. So remember, this shaded color of red needs to be a different color of red when you mark it up. And then you can label it bearish breaker. 6 month. Yeah. So you can just put bearish breaker 6 month. And you can make it where it's inside of the box versus on the low, because it's going to be in the way of the bearish order block. Yeah, so go ahead and click on where it says text alignment. And yes, click on text alignment. Go back to text and make sure it's inside the box. Yeah, put it inside the box, because if it's overlapping, yeah, right there. Now remember, this is a 12 month, so make it pink.
This is a 6 month.
Make it pink. Yeah. And so, yeah, and then you have to make that box red. You're going to have to make it red, but make it like a light red, the background. So, yeah, because remember, we're making a light red, like one of those red boxes to the left. No, just click on, no, you don't have to add anything. Yeah, just go back to, and click on one of the light shaded red colors at the top. Like maybe up. Yeah, maybe that one right there. To the left. Like right there, boom. Yeah. So then lighten it up a little bit, because it's too dark, making the light a little bit. We want to see it, but barely see it, because we want to make sure it's not getting in the way of price. Yeah, right there. And is that fine on a 10? Okay. So now we know, so that's a bearish breaker. So now that's why price reversed right there. We got a confluence. That's why people say confluence trading. Like if you look up Q Banks, he always talk about confluence trading. He always using 2-3 things that line up to help him with his trades. So when price made that huge that huge push down, we would have just had to wait to price to come back up to the bearish breaker and the 12-month opening price. Now remember, if you didn't talk to me and you just watch ICT's videos and you weren't really deep into it, you'd be waiting for what price to come up to where.
Yeah, this
You if you didn't understand what I just broke down for you and watch, and if you really didn't watch all the ICT's videos and really was on a call with somebody who really understand this shit and take it seriously, then what would you have thought price would have came up to before it reversed?
the bearish order block zone 12 month.
Exactly. Exit point to it.
This
Exactly. Exactly. So this is showing you, like, you ain't got to take my word for it. You ain't got to take ICT's word for it. If you're not marking up the second to highest up close candle, you're a fool.
yeah.
Now, price may come up to the highest up close candle because that's how it usually works. But we definitely need to consider that second to lowest up close candle and that second to highest down close candle. We need to have the opening price of that, at least have that marked up. Now we're gonna have the whole zone of the lowest down close candle marked up. See, I can even show it to you right here. Go back down to the lowest down close candle. Go back to the order block right here on the 6-month chart. I'm about to show you how to calibrate it, how ICT shows how to calibrate it. Okay, put your cursor on the where's the order block at?
Which
The zone, the green zone right there. And make the text, make it pink because you got it green. Yeah, just make it pink just so we can, and make it a 10. No, make the text pink. All right, so now look at the last down close candle and put your cursor on it. Put your cursor on the opening price. Put your cursor on the opening price. Now, how many times the price come down there? It came down there once. Okay, so what I'm saying is you see how price is respecting the last down close candle opening price and the second
yeah.
to last down close candle opening price, which is a 12-month order block zone. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, you just can't go to the 12-month markup. You have to do it all the way. You have to do a whole top-down analysis. That don't mean that you mark up every single zone, but I'm just trying to show you that price literally came down to the opening price of the 6-month order block and reversed before it went lower.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so now what we need to do is right quick. Okay, so what we need to do now is just focus on where price is right now. So we have a bearish breaker, it took out the low. So we need to focus on where price is right now. So zoom into that see where price broke that order block zone, zoom into that area. We need to mark that whole area and focus on that area. You see where price broke that zone? That
Yes,
whole
yeah.
that whole little price action area, we need to start marking that up. See, this is gonna tell you every fucking thing. It's gonna tell you what the fuck is really going on. So what do we have right here? What do you see? This shit is, I love this shit, man. What do you see? What do you see? I see exactly what's about to happen with fucking GU, and I may even get in on this shit myself. What do you see? What do you see what's going on right now? We on the 6-month chart. We about to see that little price action. When price broke down, we can forget about everything left to the chart, and we only focus on this area right now. So what do you see? What do we need to mark up right now?
Need
What do
to
we need to
mark
mark
up
up?
the odd bearish order block.
Exactly.
This
Mark it
recent-
up. Mark it up. I'm about to show you something real quick. Go ahead and mark up the zone. I'm about to show you something real quick. ICT, man, that dude, this fucking concepts is crazy. It literally is crazy. I'm about to show you something. So go ahead and mark up the zone. Remember, we don't want to drag it all the way out because when we go down to the 1-hour chart, we're not going to be able to see it. So drag it all the way to the left. Yeah, make it red. Make it red, deep red at the bottom, deep red at the bottom. This is a bearish order block. So the breakers and stuff, we make it like a lighter red or a lighter green. But the bearish order blocks, we always going to have a deep red or deep green. Now, go ahead and drag it all the way to the left because remember, when we go down to the 1-hour chart, we're not going to be able to see it if you drag it all the way to the right. So drag it all the way to the left, 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 right there. Right there. Right there, right there, right there. Now go ahead and mark up the zone correctly because you don't have it on the bottom of the wick. You got to put it on. Now you got to put it on there correctly because when we go down to the lower time frame, it's going to mean everything. So drag it down to the opening price. Drag it down where the top is set, the opening price. Yeah, now go to the right and get that little ball and drag it up. So it could be right on the wick because you don't have it on the wick. It's right below the wick. Yeah, or you can do it that way. Yeah. Okay, so bearish order block, 6-month zone. I'm about to show you something real quick. Show you some ICT shit real quick. Now remember, the zone means what? That means you got 3 areas that you're thinking about: the low, the consequent encroachment, and the open.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember, we don't look at the last up close candle. We still got to be mindful of the candle before that, right?
Yeah.
Let me help you out real quick. You see what candle do we have before that? Watch this. What candle do we have before that? To the
This
left.
guy.
It's a huge candle, right?
Yeah.
We don't have an opening price really to mark up, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So what do you think we got to do?
Take the 50%.
Oh shit! You must have been watching the videos. God damn, you exactly right, dude. See, listen,
Yeah.
and anybody watching this, like when you see a huge up close candle like that, this candle is important because consequent mean threshold is what price will reverse. So go ahead and put the Fibonacci on there and mark it up. Damn, you straight said it. You said the right answer. I was like, I don't know if he gonna get it, but yeah, dude,
It
that's
was
exactly when you see those huge up close candles like that, you have to mark up the opening price. I'm sorry, the mean threshold, and you see price boom reverse right off a mean threshold. Put it on the body and then go ahead and mark it up. ICT was literally talking about this in one of his latest videos. That's
even
because
this
people was like, it's not an order block. He's like, yeah, it's not an order block per se, but when you see a large candle like that, you have to mark up mean threshold. Go ahead and make sure
so that
you have to make sure it's on there perfectly, man. Because if not, I'm telling you, if you don't put it up, you have to zoom. Listen, you don't have to do it now, but if you're doing that shit like you're doing right now, I'm telling you, you're gonna fuck it up. Because when you go down to the lower time frames, you're gonna be off by like 50, 70 points. I'm not saying you got to do it right now, but you have to literally zoom all the way in to the bottom of the
yeah.
candle and zoom all the way in to the top of the candle and zoom all the way in to the middle and make sure that line is perfectly on there. I'm trying to tell you what to do. Now, you don't have to do it now because it's going to take a lot of time, but I'm telling you, your spare time, don't just randomly just put it on these lines. You literally have to zoom in because you'll see you ain't going to take my word for it. Now, I know it's true. You don't have to take my word for it. If you zoom in, you're going to be off by 25 to 75 points when you go down to the lower time frames. So you don't have to do it now, but what I'm telling you is when you do this in your own time, you have to make sure this shit is totally accurate, dude. So next, when you're on your own time, you have to zoom in to the top of the candle and put that Fibonacci perfectly on the body. You have to zoom in and put that Fibonacci perfectly on the lower body. And then when you find consequent encroachment, you got to put that line perfectly on the middle of the line. Don't
Okay.
take my word for it. Just randomly put it on there and then go down to like the 5-minute chart and you tell me. You're going to see that it's going to be off by 10 points, 15 points, 20 points. That's why I'm trying to tell you it has to be on there perfectly. But so we got so you can delete Fibonacci now and then we can go ahead and label that bearish order block 6-month chart, 6-month mean threshold. Bearish order block. Now put second to highest up close candle. See, this is how I do it. Like I haven't seen anybody ever do it like this. I may have created doing it this way. Nobody is labeling the candles like this, but it comes, yeah, second to highest up close candle. So in your mind, you're thinking like, okay, well, what line is this? Because I'm telling you, you go down to the 1 hour chart, you're gonna be like, what line is this? And then it's gonna say when you go down to like the 15-minute chart, you can be like, what the hell line is this? And then you're gonna say bearish order block 6-month mean threshold. So actually, the way I do it is I would put like big candle or big C, just so you can know like this is a huge candle. So you don't have to do it like that. It's just the way I do it because it lets me know that it's not a regular bearish order block. It's a mean threshold of a huge candle. But I guess either way, it's cool. But where's the oh, you clicked on the wrong one. Yeah, you clicked on the wrong one. I think you clicked on the wrong one because the words didn't show up. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you still got it on the center. I think you need to put it on bottom left on the text. Yeah, bottom right. Or you should have it on bottom. Yeah, bearish order block, um, mean threshold. So you could put like big candle or huge candle if you want, or you could just put mean threshold, either or. But with me, I just want to visualize it perfectly. I want to know like, okay, this is not really like a regular bearish order block. This is a huge up close candle. So remember, you can put second highest, HUCC, second highest up close candle. So that's letting you know, because I'm telling you, go down to the 15-minute chart, you're gonna be like, what is this? And you're like, okay, this is a bearish order block, second highest up close candle. So it's 50%. You're like, okay, cool. This is probably an area. These are target areas. So when you use Fibonacci, which I could show you how to do as well, a good way to use it. When you see all this stuff lining up, it guarantees like these trades. And this is why people don't believe this stuff, but they don't understand this kind of analysis. Now, okay, cool. Yeah. So, okay. So now we're just going to focus on what price is right now. Now, basically, what do you see right now? You see that price left a bearish order block, but it never came back up to it, right?
Yeah.
So the way, if you understand how this stuff works, is actually that order block right there. We need to make that like a different. Let's make that mean threshold like a dotted line. Yeah, maybe we should make it like a dotted line. I'm just trying to distinguish it from like every other line. Yeah. So basically, when price leave a bearish order block, what does that mean? And when you see price leaving a bearish order block and it look like it's coming back up, where is it coming back up to?
It's coming back to
yeah,
other blocks up.
exactly. So that's how people can hold these trades. To me, I'm like, this shit is getting real simpler and simpler and simpler. Because if price leaves a bearish order block, I'm like, okay, well, if it didn't come back, then it has to come back. Now, a lot of times, remember, it won't come back up to the highest up close. So I'm going to mark up what? I'm going to mark up the highest up close candle. And I'm going to mark up the second to lowest up close candle, because it may not respect the highest up close candle. It may respect the second to highest up close candle. You just seen it for yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like guaranteed damn near. So you don't have to hold your trade because the brokers charge us swap fees. I guess they kind of encourage people not to. I guess the brokers kind of see how easy this stuff really is when people really study it. Then you just got to trust yourself. That's kind of what I'm working on. Like, just trusting my own analysis, So now we seen price reversed off of what? Mean threshold, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, so now we got to see if now we got to go down to the lower time frames. Let me make sure everything is marked up. Oh, we got a bullish order block we need to mark up. See, this is how it works. Like, you want to zoom, you want to go out to the 12-month chart and just kind of like see where you are. Because see, we don't have to focus on all the order blocks and breakers and all that stuff to the left, because we're focused on exactly what price is doing right now. In this honeycomb that we're in, I call these honeycombs. Like when you see the peaks and the valleys, we're currently in the honeycomb. Go ahead and mark up that bullish order block. Boom. Exactly. So now we're going to label that bearish order block. We're going to make that line, we're going to make it deep green. Yeah, because it's basically the deep green is showing that it's more dominant than, because the bullish order blocks are more, well, I'm not going to say it's more powerful than a breaker. The breakers are actually probably the most powerful, according to ICT, because the breakers will stop you from getting to a bearish order block or a bullish order block, to be honest. So the breakers are actually more powerful than order blocks in a way. But order blocks is really running the show. But the breakers really tell us exactly what's going on. That's what ICT say. He said the breakers. He said he first thing he do is identify what breakers are, because that's going to tell him everything he needs to know about what's going on in the market. So yeah, so 6-month zone, lowest down close candle. Because remember, you got to label it. You could put LDCC because remember when you're on a 15 minute chart, you can be like, what the hell is this line? What the hell is this? You're like, oh, this is the lowest down close candle. So remember, if it's the lowest down close candle, you know price has to respect it. You know. Okay, so let me see. Zoom back out. I think we may be done. We probably can go down to the 3 month chart now. Just trying to see if we got any breakers or any bullish order blocks or mitigation. Well, we haven't talked about mitigation blocks yet, but yeah, I think we cool. So go down to the 3 month chart. I think we kind of got some of the simple stuff marked up. So now we doing top down analysis. We're not starting off with the damn daily chart. Like that's crazy to me. Unless you already know where price is going, then yeah, you can start off with the daily. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to look left, and we got to see where price came from, like ICT talk about. So where's the bearish order block to the left?
Bearish.
I'm sorry, bullish. Where's the most valid bullish order block? We're looking at all the price action to after price broke the bullish order block zone. Because remember, it broke the zone with that huge red candle over there to the left. So where's the most? Price broke the zone, the bullish order block zone at the top. Remember that red candle?
Yeah,
I'm saying that we're looking at everything to the right of that. So where's the most valid bearish order block at? Remember, it's the highest up close candle. So where's the most valid bearish order block at?
Bearish.
Yeah, where's the most valid bearish order block at?
This one.
Exactly. So listen, now price went way up past the opening price, right? So we don't need to mark up the opening price. We need to mark up what? Mean threshold.
50%.
Mean threshold. So go ahead and pull out the fib, and we need to pull that out so we can see. And you're gonna see price literally, because remember we don't look at the wicks. The wicks is doing the damage. The body is telling the true story. So you have to see where these candles closed at. You got to wait for these candles to close. So go ahead and put the Fibonacci on, and we're gonna find 50% of that, and then draw it to the right, and let's see if price respected this bearish order block or not. So literally, if people back test, they're gonna see the market is literally showing you how the shit works. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it closed above. But you see how this works? Like you see, it didn't respect the bear. It didn't respect, because you may be like, okay, well, it took the mean threshold and it still went lower. Because remember, if it takes the mean threshold, that's a sign that it wants to go higher, right?
Yeah.
That's a sign that it wants to go higher. So, but remember, where's the real bearish order block at? That 6 month zone. You see this? Hold on. You see how this is working? So you may see if people don't go to the higher time frame, you're gonna be like, okay, well, because remember, if it takes mean threshold, usually that's a sign that it wants to go higher. Because if it takes mean threshold, it's gonna retrace down and then go higher, right?
Yeah.
So you may be getting confused, like, man, it took mean threshold, and it still went lower. But remember, the order block you just marked up, that's not the real order block. Where's the real order block at, according to the higher time frame?
6 months.
Exactly. Okay, hold on, go back, leave this exactly like it is. Now go back to the 6 month. I'm about to show you. This is how people fuck themselves up when they don't go to the higher time frame. Boom. See that?
Yeah.
That's the real order block. The real order block is the one that you just marked up. So if you don't go to the higher time frame, you're gonna confuse yourself, because you'll be like, man, that's why people say ICT concepts don't work. Like, man, this stuff don't work. I went to the 3 month chart and it took mean threshold and it still went lower, right?
Yeah.
But when we go to the 6 month chart, it told what? The true story. The real order block is the one that you have marked up, because it's the highest up close candle zone. Damn, that shit is crazy, man. I just learned something right there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's why I don't mind doing this, because it's helping me out too. That's crazy. Go back down to the 3 month chart. That's why we have to go to the higher time frame. Boom. Because I used to get confused, like, man, I know his stuff works, but he said if it takes mean threshold, it's going to retrace a little bit, and then it's going to go higher. Hold on quick. Hold on. Shit is crazy, man. That's why the man got almost 1 million subscribers, helping people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's crazy. That's crazy right there. So So go ahead and take the Fibonacci off, and then let's go ahead and take a look at this 3-month zone. All right, quick. Just now getting your message, period. Didn't know you had bags. All right, so now we need to mark this up properly. So we got the 3-month chart. Okay. You know what? Go ahead and go back to the 6-month chart. I want to see something real quick. I want to see what that mean threshold on this 3-month. I want to see what that line lines up with. It's probably consequent encroachment of a 6-month. Okay. Now find consequent encroachment of that wick right there, of the bearish order block. I mean that bearish wick. Pull out the Fibonacci. Yeah, pull out the Fibonacci. I'm about to show you something real quick. You got to look at where these candles close at, man. Not where the bodies are. See that? Pull it all the way to the right of the wick. Look at that. Now let's see. This is crazy, man. This is why you not zoom out, scale out, so we can see the rest of the candles at the bottom. It's crazy. All the way, so we can see the bottom of that wick. Scale, right there. Now look at this. Now it went past consequent encroachment of that wick right there, right?
Yeah.
But where did it close at? You see that? It didn't close above. See, that's why ICT say the wicks are important, but we can't look at the wicks, man. We got to look at where the bodies that came. That's why I went lower. Because to be honest with you, if it closed above consequent encroachment of that long wick right there, then it would have retraced down, and then it probably would have went higher. That's why I'm trying to show you, like, the higher time frame shows it all, and this is the free version. So we missing out on, month, the 2-month chart and whatever. Because what is this, a 6-month chart? Yeah, we're missing out on the 5-month chart and the 4-month chart. So, So yeah, man. So I'm just trying to show you, it's about what a body. That's you may be like, okay, well, it took mean threshold. I mean, it took consequent encroachment. Yeah, it did. It took consequent encroachment twice. But where did the body? What did it close at? It closed way below 50% of that wick, because the market sees the algorithm sees gaps as wicks. Wicks as gaps. So let's go back down to the 3-month chart. See if we see anything. So we're looking for order blocks and breakers or mitigation blocks. Okay, so take that Fibonacci off. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see. What do we have? Okay, so listen. Let's see. Actually, you know what? We may want to calibrate that order block right there. So drag it down. Drag down the bullish order block. Drag it down to the opening price. I mean, to the high. We about to calibrate that bullish order block right there. Well, no, you can keep it. You can keep it the way it is. You can keep it the way it is. I was gonna say drag it, but you keep it the way it is. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so we got a bearish order block. We got it marked up properly. Okay, we may have to go down to the monthly chart. Go down to the monthly chart. That's the next one down. Okay. Okay, so look, this is what you need to do. Those consequent encroachment lines down there, you got to drag them over to the right, to the left. Drag those. See how we can barely see it? Yeah, you got to drag them over to the. No, go to all the way to the right of consequent encroachment, and then drag it over to the left to almost where price is now. Because when we go down to the 15-minute chart, so we're not going to be able to see it this way over there. And like I said, you're going to have to get a mouse off of Amazon, because your line's going to have to be perfectly straight, man. I mean, I know you can't do it right now because it's on your laptop. Drag it over.
Yeah.
Drag it over for you. Yeah, just drag it over for you. Yeah. And then do the same one for the next one. Okay. So those labels are important. So right now, let's see, what do we have? Zoom out. Yeah, scale out. I mean, yeah, scale out. So, okay, so we got a bullish order block. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to mark up that last down close candle with a green box. So we're not gonna put the 3 lines on it. We're just gonna put a this is how I do it. You don't have to do it like this, but this is the way I do it. So get a green, get the box and just put a green box down there and then label it bullish order block 1 month chart. Because remember, the reason I'm having you do it like this is because we already have the top. Remember, the price is gonna respect the last down close candle or the second to last down close candle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we already have the second to last down close candle marked up, but we don't have the one at the bottom marked up. When you go down to the lower time frames, a lot of times it probably will respect the lowest down close candle, but that second to lowest down close candle, that's the one that people need to be aware of. I don't hear ICT talk about it as much, but that's the one that we need to be aware of. So go ahead and put a zone on there, and then let's label it green, a deep green, and then we'll label it bullish order block 1 month zone. Now you won't have consequent encroachment on here, but if you put the word zone on there, that lets you know, like, okay, well, the top of this box is the high, the middle of it is consequent encroachment, and the bottom of this box is the opening price. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't want you to put the green lines of the 3 green lines on there because that may confuse you with having all these lines. So go ahead and drag that box over to the lowest down close candle, order block zone. Yeah, just drag it over. No, yeah, just drag it over to where the consequent encroachment lines are. You don't have to drag, because when we go down to the 15-minute chart, we're not going to be able to see it if it's way over there. Yeah, just drag it to like right there. Yeah, now drag it down to the opening price and the high. Oh, now you got to press back. Go to back so it can move back to where it was actually. Yeah. You may want to lock it. Go ahead and lock it because it's gonna move again. Just lock it. Go press back again and just lock it. Yeah, because remember you have those. We made those words black so we wouldn't see it. So yeah, just go ahead and move it down to the open and to the high. Just click right there and just drag it down and make it green. Make the box green. This shit is crazy, dude. It's literally telling you exactly where price is going. Doing it this way. Yeah, it take a little more time. That's why ICT said, if you're fucking lazy, this shit ain't gonna work for you. If people see, I've never been lazy ever, so I wasn't worried about that. That's why ICT. He always begging people. He's begging people on his videos to back test. And I'm sitting up here listening to his videos. I'm like, who the fuck are these people that don't want to back test? ICT. He begging people. He like, you got to do this stuff for yourself. You have to. I'm like, why? How could you call yourself a trader and you don't want to spend all? To me, back testing is the shit. I love back testing. Get me some food and watch TV, and I love back testing. I'm like, people don't want to back test? It's crazy. Dude, I literally see exactly what's about to happen. It's crazy, man. So go ahead and mark up that zone, 12 bullish order block, 12-month zone, lowest down close candle. Because remember, we have to put that on there so we can know. Because when we're down on a 5-minute chart, we need to know exactly what this line means, this zone means. Okay, so now remember, when you do it in your own time, that box has to be exactly on the high, because right now it's not. You don't have to do it right now, but I'm telling you, dude, you're going to have to zoom all the way in. Like I said, you're going to have to take the extra steps. You're going to have to zoom all the way in and make sure these lines are perfectly on these places perfectly, because when we go down to the 1-minute chart, it's going to make a lot of sense. Now zoom out, because I think I see what's happening. Zoom out. Scale out, I mean. Now listen. Scale out again. Scale out again. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening. So we got a bearish order block. So we got a bearish order block zone up there that didn't get hit yet, but then we got that bearish order block 6-month second highest up close candle. So it hit the mean threshold and then it reversed. You see of that big candle? That's why when you see those big candles before the highest up close candle, you have to mark it up because you literally see price reversed. Okay, so I see we have to mark up that bullish order block right there. So go ahead and clone that zone. Make sure the font is on 10, man. It looks like it's on a 12. Double click on that zone. Look like it's on a 12. Make that font. It is a 10. Okay, go ahead and clone it and then drag it up to the next bullish order block up. I'm just trying to show you how to do top down analysis. This is really not the ICT way. It's just the way that I kind of came up with it. Because ICT he do start on a weekly and a daily, but I mean, obviously he know what he's doing if he's starting on those time frames. But this is better for me, I would say. So go ahead and put it on the next bullish order block. Where's the next bullish order block at? Yeah, right there. You got to zoom all the way in, man, to make this right. So we got to zoom all the way in with the magnifying glass. Zoom all the way in. So hold it and then zoom all the way in. You got to zoom and drag it down to the high and the open. I'm sorry, the high and the open. Yeah. Boom. Now go ahead and drag it up. Yeah, you got to drag it up to the open. It's not on open. Yeah. Like I said, you're just doing it with your eyeball right now, but when you're doing it just on your own, you got to zoom all the way in, and you'll see that you'll be off by like 10 points, 5 points. All right, so go ahead and label that bullish. No, just put it back on the high. Yeah, right there. So bullish order block. Okay, so no, that's not the lowest down close candle. So you would just put bullish order block 1 month zone. See, and it's letting you know like it's not the lowest down close candle. See that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you're on the lower time frames, that's why you have to make sure you label this stuff correctly, because you don't have time to be going back doing all this stuff when you got real money on the line. So we need to drag that green box over. So zoom in or scale up, and then we need to grab that box and drag it over to the left. So just scale up to the right. Just go to the scale, because you're gonna move the whole box. You're gonna mess it up. Just scale up. Go to the right and just scale up. Just go to the scales to the right and just scale it up. Yeah, and then grab it and then just drag it to the left. So you don't have to move it. Drag it in the middle. Yeah, and just drag it to the left. To the left.
To the left.
Yeah, just drag it to the left. Nope. Drag it to the left. Right from right there. Drag it all the way to the left. Yeah, right there. So yeah, right there. Okay, so let's zoom out. So now we got to see what price is doing. How many more bags you got left? Huh? So what you got to do right now is okay. So bullish order block. Okay, so we're on a 1 month chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go down to the weekly. See, now we got to see what price is going to do when it's right now. We coming up into an order block zone. So it didn't close below that monthly zone. Scale out so I can see what's going on. Scale out. I got to see all the price. Okay, so looks like we have a bearish breaker. I think I see what's happening. It looked like price still want to continue to go up. The reason why I say that is because go back to the monthly. I'm about to show you. Go back to the monthly. First off, no, go back to the 3 month chart. Actually, go back to the 3 month chart. I'm about to show you why I think price still want to go up. I'm not saying I'm right. Go back to the 6 month chart. Okay, take off the annotations. Okay, so what do we have here? Price left a bearish order block, right?
Yeah.
Now, see, this is another thing you got to think about. We are already in a super bearish structure. So a lot of times when you're in a super bearish structure, price won't come all the way back to those bearish order blocks. I don't know if you noticed that in your own back testing. Like if we're in we got to see price. I can't see the top of price. You got to drag it down. Yeah. You see that? You see how price didn't come back? So, so price has to come back to, what I'm saying is price may not come back up to the higher bearish order blocks. So, because we're in a heavy bearish structure right now. but I think price probably will come back up to that second to highest, that highest up close candle possibly, but it did reverse off a mean threshold. Now go down to the next one. What are we on? 6 month? Go down to the
This
go
the
down.
6 month.
Yeah, go down to the 3 month again.
Yes.
Yeah, turn back on the annotations. Yeah, turn back on the annotations. Okay, so what we got to do now is now remember the way ICT teach this is just because the order block was used once don't mean that it won't be used twice. So based off my teaching, we have to mark up that order block opening price right there. You see it, and you see when we mark up that order, that's you know what, this is kind of letting me know that price probably do want to go higher because we have a confluence. Go ahead and mark up the order block opening price on this time frame right here. Get a red line and draw it out to the right. Get a red trend line, or you can clone that mean threshold line up there. Actually, you got to label that. Label it mean threshold. Label it mean threshold. Bearish order block mean threshold 3 month chart. This is a 3 month chart, right?
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and label that bearish order block. Bearish order block 3 month mean threshold. Yeah. So go ahead and clone that box and then put it on the opening price and make it solid. And then we got to label it bearish order block OP, which is letting us know this is a opening price. So I'm about to show you we got a confluence that look like it's lining up that may prove that price wants to go higher. Because just because it hit mean threshold don't mean that put it on the opening price of the most relevant bearish order block that you see on this chart right here. Where's the bearish order block at?
Bearish order block.
Yeah, where's the most relevant bearish order block right now? You got to learn how to see this stuff even with annotations on it. Where's the bearish order block at? It's the highest up close candle, right?
Yeah.
So put that line on the opening price of the highest up close candle that you see. Where is it? Where's the highest up close candle at?
This.
Where's the highest up close candle at? The highest one. Where is it?
This one.
That's the highest up close candle?
Up close.
Yeah. Where's the highest? Remember, where's the highest
This
up?
one.
Okay, so put it on opening price and drag it out to the right. Put it on opening price and drag it out to the right because that's the bearish order block, right? So drag it out to the right and make that line solid. See, that's why you have to get a mouse because, yeah, make that line solid. Yeah, because you got to make that line solid because that's the opening price, and you got to label it OP, bearish order block OP. Yeah. Hold on right quick. You get it? Okay, so yeah, make that line solid. Okay, so yeah, you have to get a mouse, man, because I mean, like all this, like the lines not being drawn correctly is not going to work. So when you going to get the mouse?
This
Okay,
week
okay,
definitely.
okay. Drag it to the left.
To the
Yeah,
left again.
I mean, you still can do it. You're just not doing it right or something because you still can hold down shift. Because I mean, let me see if I can try. Like I literally can hold down shift, but it is a little more challenging when you don't have the actual mouse. Now, drag it up a little bit. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It looks like it's a confluence going on right now. It looks like it's we got a bearish order block on the 3 month lining up with a bearish order block opening price on the 6 month chart. You see that?
Yeah.
So that's why I think it may come up higher. But if it don't be surprised because we're in a bearish structure. We're in a super bearish structure right now. So okay, so go down to the next time frame, which is what, the 1 month chart. Yes, scroll to the right. Yeah, scale to the right so we can see price. Yeah, it looked like price left a bearish order block, and so it needs to come back to it. And so it looked like we got a confluence of a bearish order block 3-month opening price and a bearish order block 6-month zone. Actually, that bearish order block 6-month zone, you're going to have to stretch that out. You got to stretch it out. Yeah, pull it all the way out to yeah, like right there. And remember, you're going to have to go back to the bearish order block 6-month zone and make sure that zone is done correctly. All right, so yeah, you don't have to do it right now because we're about to end the call in a little bit. So go down to the weekly again. Oh, hold on, wait. What is this a monthly chart?
This is a monthly.
Okay, because I'm zooming all the way in since I'm recording. Okay, so listen.
Okay.
Okay, so right now we see price came and it closed below. It closed into the bearish order block zone, but price may want to keep coming down. Let me see, because we're right in about 50%. Actually, let's see where we are in this range. Put the Fibonacci on the high on that dealer's range, what ICT called the dealer range. Get the Fibonacci and put it on the high and then put it on the low of the wicks and drag it all the way down. So we got to see if we're in a premium or a discount. See, now we got to see price. Yeah, drag it down, scale it down because we got to get the bottom of that wick. Yeah. See, this is what wicks come into. This is where wicks are important when we're trying to get the range. So right now, price is in a premium because it's above the 50%. So we should be looking for, when price is above the 50%, we look for sales, and price is below the 50%, we look for buys. Okay, so you could take the Fibonacci off. But what I'm trying to tell you is right now it's still looking bullish because now, of course, on Monday, price could just keep coming down lower. But what I'm telling you is that it's still looking bullish to me because when we close into that zone right there, it didn't close past consequent encroachment of that zone. You see what I'm saying? It closed at 25%. You can eyeball it and just see it. Or you can zoom all the way in, and if you put the Fibonacci on, you'll see that it didn't close below the 50%. So it looked like we're going to have to keep going down further. So we're going to have to go down to the weekly. See, I like this stuff. It's challenging to me to figure this. It's like a puzzle or something, like, because most people can't think. Like most people just going to tap out because it's too hard to think. But the smart people, we gonna figure out the puzzle pieces. So scale out. Like to me, it's like I feel like it's like a treasure or something. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. See, it's not necessary to mark up the. That's what a higher time frame bullish order blocks is important because. Okay, so we broke and retested. I think price wants to continue to hold on, zoom in because it looked like we got a propulsion block. Remember that?
Proportion.
Yeah, remember what's a propulsion block? Remember when price closes in? Remember when a bearish order block closes into another bearish? When a bullish order block closes into So it seemed like if price don't and if find the mean threshold of that bullish order block right there. Put the Fibonacci on that lowest down close candle, and let's see if price respected the mean threshold or not. I think it breached it. Put it on the body of the lowest down close candle with the structure that we're in right now. Because remember, you got multiple bullish order blocks. But I'm talking about where we are right now. Where's the most recent bullish order block? The most recent. Where is it? The most recent to where we are right now. Where's the most recent one? To where we are right now. To where we are right now. Where's the most recent one? To where we are right now. Where's the most recent bullish? Exactly. So go ahead and put the Fibonacci on the body and drag it to the right, and let's see if it breached 50% or not. It looked like it did. But this would be a propulsion block that ICT talk about because if it's truly a propulsion block, then it's going to respect the 50% of the mean threshold. Put it on the body and drag it to the right. I mean, yeah, you got the scale to the right or something so we can see the propulsion block. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the call after this, but I'm gonna do okay. So it breached it. Okay, so you got to ask yourself now, like, okay, well, if it wants to go lower, then where will it go lower to? Scale out. Okay, scale out. Yeah. Okay, so we got a bullish order block 6 month zone, lowest down closed candle. So if it wants to keep going lower, which it looked like it wants to do, then what's going to be the next target? Let's see if you what's going to be the next target.
The open of the bullish order block 6 months on.
Nope, that's not going to be the next target. That is a target, but what would be the exact next target?
The 50 the
Consequent encroachment. Exactly.
consequent encroachment, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why this comes important. So literally, I'm about to end the call, but I'm saying like in your own time, you can use
Yeah.
this chart for GU, and you can use the chart that you already was on, and see which one make more sense. But you would have to go
Yeah.
down to the 6 month zone and literally put that line exactly on the open and exactly on the high, because even though it's going to be 5 or 10 points difference, 15-point difference, it's still going to mean a lot. So it seemed like if you stayed short, then the next target would be consequent encroachment, because that's a bullish order block zone, lowest down closed candle. If you don't put LDCC, you're gonna be wondering like, is this the lowest down closed candle or is this the second lowest down closed candle? You have to label this stuff correctly.
That's
So
true.
yeah, so I would say, it looked like price want to stay short, but I'm thinking, where's the breaker at? Okay, we got a breaker right there. Okay, let's go ahead and mark up the breaker, and then I'll end the call. Let's see, where's the bullish breaker at? Now remember, the breakers are more powerful than the bullish order blocks in a way, because the breakers stop price from coming down to the opening price of these order blocks. So where would you say the breaker is? Where's the most relevant breaker? Bullish breaker.
Bullish.
You may have to go down to another go down to the is this a weekly? You may have to go down to the daily to get more. Yeah, go down to the daily. See if you can identify the breaker, bullish breaker. You got the scale. You got the scale. You got to make it look like pencils to see price better. Yeah, keep scaling. Keep scaling to the right. Okay, not. Yeah, it's a very clear breaker here. Scroll to the right because I can't see. Okay, hold on. I have to move my own. No, never mind. I have to move my own screen. Um, hmm. Go back one time frame up. Go back to the what was that? The weekly. Yeah, go back to the
Yeah.
weekly. Go back to the weekly. Now take the annotations off and tell me what a bullish breaker is, and then we're gonna mark it up. And then, I mean, gun to my head, I would stay short until consequent encroachment. To be honest with you, gun to my head, like
Bullish.
ICT. Yeah, where's the bullish breaker at? Remember, it's a high. It's basically an upside down V. It's the same V like the bearish breaker, but the bullish breaker, the right hand side is always going to be longer than the left side. You have to learn how to look, man. You're gonna have to learn how to look at price upside down. You got to learn how to look at charts upside down. It's
I've
actually it's
seen them.
actually a way I can show you how to look at a chart upside down and basically use these same concepts, and it basically shows you where price is going exactly. But
This
anyway,
is it.
where is it? Where's the bullish breaker at?
This guy.
Exactly. As high as up close candle before that low was taken out. It's an upside down V. It's a V, but it's upside down. So go ahead and mark that up. So go ahead and mark up that zone. So go ahead and put a green box and drag it to the right and make it a different color green. And we're gonna label that bullish breaker. So price could go all the way down. As long as it don't close below this zone, then it's still bullish. So go ahead and drag it all the way to the right, and we're gonna make it a different color green. I'll show you which color to make it. You got to put that box literally on the whole body, top to the bottom. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the green, we're gonna make it a go down. Go down. Let me show you which green to put it on. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. The other one. To the boom right there. Right there. Make it nope. To the left. Right there. Now make it light. Make it a little light because you can hardly see it because how dark it is. So scroll it, make it a little lighter. Well, not too dark, but where you can barely see it, like right there. Well, it's too dark now. You gotta, yeah, like right there, like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there. Now go ahead and label it bullish breaker daily chart or daily, or you can just put a D. So bullish breaker, and then put it in red because red is daily. Yeah. So if you understand breaker as being BR, that's cool. Go ahead and put it as red, and then text alignment, put it at the bottom right. Yeah. So the text alignment, put it at the bottom and then the right, and so it's a bullish breaker daily. So basically, you got to put it on the whole green candle. So zoom in and put it on the whole green candle because it's not on there properly. Yeah, zoom in. It's not on there properly. You got to put it on the top of the candle to the bottom of the candle. That's what the breaker is. Yeah, you got to drag it over and put it at the top of that green candle and the bottom of the green candle. Just drag the box over. Nope, you moved the wrong thing. Go to back. Click on back. You moved the wrong box. That's the bullish order block. Click on the breaker box and drag it over to the right. The breaker box is the lighter green box that you just created. The breaker box is the lighter green box that you just created. You can barely see. So put that. Nope. Just drag it. Just go to the left and move that box over to the green candle. Put that on the breaker. Put that on the bullish breaker. Drag it all the way over. Just look, man. Just put your cursor on a 3. Yeah, and just drag it all the way to the top to the bottom. Yeah. Now drag it down to the bottom. It's on the top now. Now drag it down to the bottom, and that's the breaker. So it can go all the way down. So it still can go lower and still be bullish. Okay.
Yeah.
So just because it still could go lower and still be bullish. So it seemed like, I mean, I would stay short to consequent encroachment, but it looked like it wants to probably go lower, and I think it wants to come up to that zone up there. I know it's hella bullish right now. But if you look at the, I know it's hella bullish right now, but I think it wants to probably go down because remember, it can go down to consequent encroachment of that 6-month zone and hit consequent encroachment in reverse. And remember, it'll still be inside of the bullish breaker. And so the next target would be the bearish order block at the top up there. So that's what I would do. And I'll go ahead in the call. So go ahead and mark up the bearish order block. Remember, we're going to mark up the zone and the second to lowest down close candle. Because remember, if price start reversing, then this is probably where it wants to cut. If price going to continue to go lower, then it has to go higher to go lower. So go ahead and mark up the bearish order block and the bearish order, then the second to lowest down close candles open the price, and then we'll end the call. Because if price goes down to consequent encroachment and reverses, you have to know, like, where is it going up to? So the only place it can go is either up to the zone that you're about to create, or it's going to stop at the second to lowest down close candles opening price. So we're going to stay short, but we still going to be looking for shorts. But if price start to reverse and go higher, then we're like, okay, well, where's it going? Well, it has to come back up to the bearish order block. Okay, it may not make it up to the highest up close candle. Oh, okay, well, if it's not going to make it up to the highest up close candle, then it's going to go to the second to lowest highest up close candles opening price or mean threshold. We just seen that price will reverse at the mean threshold or real reverse at the opening price. So we may want to mark both of those up. So go ahead and mark up the opening price and mean threshold. Yeah, label that the bearish order block opening price zone. Damn, my computer about to die.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I got 14% left. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't even know. Yeah, man. So this is kind of crazy. If people really watch these videos, man, they really be get put on game because a lot of this stuff I may end up taking down. Because, man, you doing this for free, man, but it's not going to be free for forever. You know what I'm saying? This is, you may be getting charged, sooner than you think. So I'm just trying to show you that I know what the fuck I'm doing. So if I start charging you money, you shouldn't question that. You shouldn't question me because think about it. If I start charging money for, it's not going to be a lot of money, but if I start charging, then I'll sign you up in something called a signals program. So whatever money that you paying, if you take the signals that I give you, you're gonna make the money right back.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, now see, we have a confluence right here. We got a mean threshold lining up with what? A bearish order block low. So price may come up into the mean threshold of the lowest, second to lowest down close candle, uh, because it lines right up. So that's a confluence right there. But we still want to
Yeah.
mark up the opening price and mean threshold, and then out in the call, because you see how we do the whole top down analysis. Like this is showing you, instead of just starting on the weekly, like it's like, well, yeah, you even knowing these concepts, you would have still marked up price this way. But if you know where price came from, then you know where price is going. This is what ICT teach it. So go ahead and put that on the. Yeah, you can go ahead and mark up mean threshold, and then mark up the opening price, and just put a red line for both of those, and then we'll end the call, and we'll just stop on the weekly right here. But gun to my head, it looked like price want to stay lower to possibly mean threshold. So, and I want you to go back and look at these calls too. Also, when we get off of before we get off the call, I would like to go find that DXY chart. You say it's not popping up because remember I gave you a price prediction. I told you that price was going to go up and then go down. I think that's what I told you. I had to go back and watch the video, or you can go back and watch our first video or second video, or whatever. And I gave you a price prediction of what the DXY was going to do. I mean,
Yeah, it should be the
I'm calling the shit out before it even happens because a real ICT student should be able to do that. So,
yeah.
so you could put a red line on the mean threshold, mark it up, bearish order block, mean threshold, second to lowest, second, highest up close candle, and then you can put mean threshold just so you can know like this is the second highest up close candle, mean threshold, and here's the second to highest up close candle opening price. Because I just showed you that price is going to reverse. It could reverse off that second candle. A lot of people not talking about that. I don't know why. You just can't say, "Oh, it's going to be it's going to be the highest up close candle." No, that's not true. You just saw that price will literally
Yeah.
reverse off that second candle. It's going to reverse off the lowest down close candle usually, but that second to lowest down close candle, or that second to highest up close candle, people need to mark that shit up because it could reverse off of the opening price or mean threshold. You just seen that. So if people don't have this stuff marked up this way, I mean, like I'm gonna be me personally, I'm going to be aiming for it to come up to that highest up close candle, but I know that it could reverse off of one of those sensitive areas off the second to highest up close candle. So
Yeah.
so yeah, that's mean threshold, and then we'll mark up the opening price. But I really would like to go to DXY, but the chart won't show up, it won't play. So but I did give a price prediction. I think I said price was gonna go up and then it's gonna go down. But I just wanted to prove that my prediction was correct. But gun to my head, like ICT talk about, I think price is going to stay short down to constant encroachment at least. And it may want to go higher. I think it may want to go higher. I think it's going down just to go up, but we got to let price show us that. But the reason I'm not as confident is because we're in a hella, in California, we say hella a lot. So we're in a hella bearish structure. So a lot of times when it's that bearish, price won't come up to the bearish order blocks a lot. It'll just keep dropping. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're in a range where price is going sideways. But so
Yeah.
when price is dropping crazy like it is, then a lot of times it won't come back up to the bearish order block. So if price stays short, I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised that it's staying short and reversing off constant encroachment. But it's so close to that zone, I think that it may want to go down just to come up. But gun to my head, I would stay short until actually price may start retracing because it closed below mean threshold. So on Sunday, price is probably going to start retracing up because when it closes below mean threshold, so it may say, yeah, next week may be a bullish week because it closed below mean threshold. But yeah, we just got to see. But yeah, prices. I would stay short to mean threshold of that 6-month consequent encroachment line. But it closed below mean threshold. Actually, you know what? We have that marked up. Let's go ahead and mark up mean threshold of that bullish order block. Do we already have that marked up? Yeah, let's go ahead
Mean
and mark
threshold.
that. Yeah, let's go ahead and mark that up, and then no, we do have it marked up. We just don't have it. Just click on back. Yeah. Uh, so is the mean threshold marked up on that last down close candle? on a weekly right there? What are you doing? Click on
I
back.
don't.
Click on back. You clicked on replay. You clicked on replay instead of back. Yeah, you may have messed it up, man, because I don't see a back button for you. Click on replay.
Oh.